Good morning and welcome to a really quick update and actually just an introduction to my new home garden. I am building my apartment home garden because of course we have limited space here and I just wanted some actual greenery. I do have a lot of artificial faux flowers and foliage around the apartment, but of course I wanted to highlight some of my natural real flowers and botanicals here and just take you along on a garden journey with me as I build my apartment garden. Is going to be small because of course the apartment itself is small, and these are my cute little succulents and they have been featured on my shorts part of the channel. I have made short videos about them. I pruned this particular succulent, so go and check that out if that's what you like. And yeah, I appreciate you for watching. And then I have this baby here, has not been doing the greatest. I did use a little bit of Miracle Grow on this one. On one hand, it seemed to not be doing too well, but then on another hand, right after that, I started seeing new blooms here and here and here, and of course over there. And I've had this probably about like 2 weeks now, and so I really love the color and just like the softness that it brings to this part of the apartment. This is called a cyclamen flowering plant, known of course for their vibrant, beautiful colors, butterfly shape, and also heart-shaped petals. So that's what it's known for. They do thrive well in a low, cool environment. So low sunlight, cool environment, and enjoys a lot of humidity. So we've definitely been having the humidity, and I do have it in an area where it is cool and gets minimal sunlight. So I'm not too concerned with why this gal here is kind of like leaning. I think it's just a little bit of the process. I think it's still doing well because the petals haven't like folded up and I don't see anything brown. I think it's just the stem there needs a little bit of support. So I'm going to do a little bit of research to see how I can make sure that they're all standing up and thriving, because I'm noticing this one is also leaning. And when I picked this baby up from Kroger, everything was standing up and it was only $5.99, and I just thought it would give this little area a little bit of vibrancy, like I said, with the color. This baby does well in fall, winter, and spring, and pretty much dormant in the summer. So I'm looking forward to the cooler days ahead and seeing how this particular bloom will flourish. But I think it's really pretty, and yeah, I really love it here. And I'll give you, I'll pull back and give you a little bit of a pan out so you can see exactly what I'm talking about in this area here. And it's just like a little bit of accent to this beautiful hutch that I have here. Really love it. As the fall, winter, and spring months kick in, I will ensure that this particular flower plant is getting bright sunlight and just being a lot of light. Eventually, with my succulents, I'm going to, as they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to combine them into one and pot them as one. But for now, I want them to get a little bit more bigger and stronger. And then, of course, I will combine them into one and then start all over with some more. These were only about like $2.78 at Lowe's, or was it Home Depot? I think Home Depot. $2.78 a piece. And for these little watering pot holders that I have here, they were only 47 cents a piece. and they also look really pretty together here on this hutch. But again, I'm going to combine them as they get a little bit bigger and stronger and just make them one. I can't wait to do that. And so be on the lookout for that here on this channel. Okay, so over here on the corner of this particular countertop, I purchased some herb plants to keep in the kitchen area of the apartment, and they've been thriving and doing well. And they do have a pretty aroma over here going on. It's very subtle. It's not a bold fragrance, but nonetheless, you can get a whiff of the basil and the mint. Let me introduce you to these guys here, or gals. This is the basil here. Really pretty, very fragrant, smells amazing, puts you in the mind of like spaghetti or some kind of Italian pasta dish here. And I do take it outside and allow it to get sunlight in the daytime here. Of course, I did keep my marker so I can keep up with how I'm supposed to care for it. Let's see what it says here. Full sunlight for 6 hours. So we are doing that. 6 to 12 inches apart. I don't know if they mean apart from other plants or each other, but we may need to make sure they're not so crowded over here in this space. And then let's see what else is going on here. Then it just gives a little bit more information about planting depth and harvesting time and things of that nature. But this is this baby here. It's called Everleaf Emerald Flowers, and this is basil. So nice to meet you, basil. We have to make sure basil is not losing too much of the soil there. All comes with gardening. Handling soil and getting a little dirt under your nails, but it won't harm or hurt. Okay, and so this baby here is peppermint, and I bought this for like my teas and to have like in teas and infused water. But I don't know if this baby is doing too well. When I did purchase it, it was kind of sparse. I will admit that. But it seems to have, you know, gotten a little bit worse here. And of course, definitely I'm going to prune these off. But I want to do a little bit more research before I just go, you know, plucking things off and seeing what I can do with these. But yeah, so about the peppermint, of course, part shade, 3 to 6 hours. Okay, so I definitely know that this one is getting that much, and probably basil could afford to get a little bit more sunlight, being that it's 6 hours. But peppermint definitely is getting the amount of sunlight that it should get, because I have them out there for about a few hours. So yeah, more information about peppermint. But if you have any suggestions on how to keep this mint from wilting from wilting I'm gonna keep that in there too, from wilting, and just, you know, doing this here number, getting too dry, I guess, if you will. Just let me know in the comment section. We're on this journey together. So yeah, this is my peppermint, but I still think all in all it's like gotten a little taller and grown. I haven't put like Miracle Grow in these because I don't want Miracle Grow any synthetics that could possibly be in there, because I don't know much about it and I don't want to give it a bad rap as well. So I'm just letting them do their thing naturally and using them accordingly as I need to use them. So that is the peppermint, and as you see, it is doing its thing of its own, I guess, natural shedding. So yeah, and then I have Italiano oregano. Italian oregano here, and this is this baby here. So pretty. And for these leaves to be kind of what you would consider to be, I guess, easily could be leggy, the way that they grow and how gentle and soft this stem is, they are thriving, standing up tall and strong. And so for this particular baby, part shade, 3 to 6 hours, definitely getting that. And of course, some more planting information there. So the oregano is doing well. Definitely, again, puts you in the mind of some kind of pasta or something like that. But oregano is definitely great for like colds, and you can also steep this for health and medicinal reasons, I guess, if you will, for like teas and you know, just health and well-being. You can do your research on that, but they are standing tall, and I'm going to take them outside in a little bit so they can get a little bit of sunlight. When I do water them, I have them on a watering like a water mat to catch them that you would put under, say, a dish pan to catch the water from your dishes, if you you know, if you know what I'm talking about. So this catches the water when I water them, and so water is not getting all over the place. I did have them on these coasters. I need to wash those off because got dirt all on them, and that wasn't working. So I decided to use this because when we moved in the apartment, this was a gift from the apartment. They left us like a little cute little basket. So I was like, oh, how neat. Let me make use of that. So this is that area. Let me pan back so you can see this area. I hope you're not catching too much of my shadow. Let me move over. And so this is that area here, and I'll show you even a more of a pan back. This is what this area looks like at the kitchen island area. And so you get that cute little shot there of some greenery and cute foliage. So let's go ahead on and take these babies outside so they can get some sunlight. We won't highlight the roses. My hubs gave me roses last week, and they've been hanging in there. Super cute, but probably time to change those out, but we're not highlighting them right now. This baby here, right there. Say good morning. Super pretty. So then, of course, it gives me the opportunity to do a little bit of maintenance and cleanup in this area when I do take them out and make it look like this. Okay, so yeah, like this. All right, let's go check on our tomatoes. So I do have one tomato plant here, and it's been doing really well. I was able to harvest a couple of the tomatoes just last evening and did a short video on my harvest. Super glad to have these babies in our lives with everything going on with fruits and veggies these days. Again, I'm not using any kind of miracle grow on these babies, so we're just letting them get ripe on their own and how they would naturally do. It is something like a cheat sheet because I did have a lot of these already on the stems when I purchased it. So I'm going to give it a lot of sunlight. Need to do my research on these because I don't know when they start flowering. I'm trying to remember what that means because it's been since last summer. I had one of these last summer, but I feel like I didn't do a great job of learning everything that I need to learn about the tomato plant. And this one is called Husky Cherry Red. Paid 20 bucks for it. But sweet, juicy fruit, sturdy, and full of sun. So yep, that's what we've been trying to do, is make sure it's been getting a lot of sun, not too overwatering. I think it's a little dry. We'll put a little water in it before this video ends. See how many? 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think it's about 24 of them. Wait a minute, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. 28 cherry tomatoes. Husky cherry tomatoes. Super cute, right, Tankersley? So I had to get a new watering can because my watering can is in the storage in Alabama. If you've been following me, you know we just relocated to Louisville, Kentucky. And I think that might be enough for now. So yeah, got a new watering can. Super cute, right? So the last time they got watered, I used a little bit of egg water. I have had this a while. I've been keeping this, and this is pretty much what I've been using. Gives a little bit of protein and calcium to my plants. So the last time these babies were watered, it was with egg water. My grandmother taught me this, and my mom. Okay, so let's check on the begonias. Now, begonias always do me really well because they are low maintenance for me. I love purchasing begonias every season. Annually, they're supposed to come back, I guess, if you will, because they just don't need a lot of maintenance. You see that? Low maintenance. Great for containers. And I have learned that begonias do really well for me. So watering, check new transplants and hanging baskets daily. Water containers and garden plants when soil feels dry. Check more frequently in hot, dry weather. Soak soil thoroughly. So if you give these babies a good watering, I'm telling you, they do really, really well. You don't have to worry about coming back watering them every single day or all day like petunias, because honey, petunias, they are water hogs. But these babies, if you give them one good watering, they don't mind hanging in there and treating you right. So the soil seems to be really moist. I can add a little bit more water to them because it's been a few days, but it was raining a few days ago here. So let's check this one. Yep, we can add a little water to it. The soil is definitely moist, but we'll add some water to that as well, to those as well, or these. So again, just water the soil really well. And you got a friend in these begonias. If you're not great at like keeping plants and keeping flowers going, my suggestion is a begonia. This is the way to go. Nothing fancy. They're pretty. They come in pinks, red, white, and my favorite are the pink ones. Definitely pretty. I kind of just keep my supplies there. And so this is a front view. I usually don't have that blue chair there, but I had it there last night. So we had a neighbor come over and we were all sitting and talking. But this is the front view here. So this is Carla and Tankersley over there for Home-Style&Botanicals. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Please subscribe for our small apartment and patio garden journey. We really appreciate you for being here, and we will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Give these babies some egg water, just a little bit.